Oh, I see you back for episode 3. Would you believe I haven't moved in about 3 minutes? But heck, you might be watching these videos a month apart. Well, we had a lot to cover. No need in trying to put it in one video. May just kill you, and you can watch them one at a time. Helps us on YouTube as well, which I forgot in the other 2 videos. But please subscribe and click the like button. It helps us on YouTube, and again, these videos will be used in a future time on something we might actually sell. All right, today's video is no-till versus no-till with a drill versus traditional planting methods. Far as outcomes are concerned, I don't think if I brought you to a food plot that I planted traditionally versus no-till with a drill late into the season, that you would know any difference whatsoever. The no-till period, I think you would absolutely notice a difference. Okay, so if we're not going to rehash the time savings and why we would want to do a no-till, you can watch episode 1, episode 2 and get that. But this is hopefully going to be short. I'm always long-winded, but just cover versus, you see. So no-till without a drill is like this ground. I think the camera might catch it, but of course this is just a grassy area. But most people doing that are doing it with hand cranks or whatever, and they're throwing seed and fertilizer literally just right on top of the ground and hoping for the best. They're not tilling anything. They're nothing. They're not sticking it in the ground, nothing. That process to me works a small amount of the time, but I'm still old school. I need to have seed contact with the dirt, okay? So I need it in the dirt. All right, so I've watched some videos and where it was no-till versus traditional, and obviously the results were the traditional was way better as far as the way it looked. It's certainly not better for the soil and fertilizer use and herbicide, etc. But outcomes, man, traditional beats no-till. And if you just do it 1 year and go, that didn't work. This video, I mean, I don't even know who it was. And I was like, well, no crap, dude. You're out there with a hand crank throwing it on grass, and hell, he was planting soybeans, a big old seed, and it's got to have something to grab to, okay? So no-till and no-till with a drill are really the same thing, except we're putting the seed in the ground, okay? That's basically it. In no-till, if you could get it to grow and work and have a pretty food plot, I'm all for it. Don't go buy an $18,000 machine or whatever that big joker costs to do it with. If that works for you and you can do it with hand cranks, ATV spreaders, etc., right on top of the ground, good food plot, I'm all for you. But with the drill, you get to put the seed in contact with the dirt. And then as this video showed, you know, we're starting the process off with traditional. I can't imagine, to be honest with you, how successful you would be if you just went in some random field and said, I'm gonna put a food plot here, sprayed Roundup on it, bush hogged it, and started. I guess it depends on what's there. If it was this thick mat of grass, I don't think you'd be very happy that first year. So with me, I'm gonna start off traditional and start the process. All right, so till versus no-till with a drill. My opinion, drill beats it every single time because it puts the seed in the ground at the depth it requires. And you can meter it and all with this thing. I mean, you're not wasting it, you're not spreading it. I mean, what method? This, how much seed are you putting out? And I don't know, I put 5 pounds in here, put 5 pounds out. But you had to open it too far and you cranked too fast and used it all up before you got to that tree. 5 pounds here, go 1 acre you could cover in this thing because of the settings. All right, so commitment to the price to get no-till with the drill versus no-till. All right, the no-tillers are gonna jump me on this opinion. This is food plots, okay? Not farming, whatever. It's not saving earth, we're just food plot. All right, so, all right, all of this versus conventional farming for food plots, summer and winter. Okay, if you watched episode 1, you're going to do all those processes. You got to, if you want to start the process in the fall like I am, spray, bush hog, disc, till, plant, fertilize, hopefully cultipack. 7 things to get your seed. Late November, you come visit my plot, I visit yours, they look the same, except you went over yours 7 times. All right, next fall, 1 year later, guess what? You get to wash and repeat 7 times across it, and you're destroying the dirt in the process. You're not building up a quality soil, you're not getting air down in it, you're not where the water can get in it. Erosion, I didn't even talk about erosion in any of these videos. When you till and do all this with the soil, and trust me, I can tell you for a fact, because I built a pond where a lot of dirt work was done, heavy rains come in, and if it's not perfectly flat, you're going to get erosion. Soil that hadn't been touched doesn't typically move, water run over the top of it. So if you got fields that are on any kind of slant, go in there and disc them and till them and all that, and heavy rain comes, it's going to wash half of it out. You go, yeah, it happened to me. I know, I've done it all. All right, so conventional, 7 processes this year, next fall, 7 processes. All right, let's say you decide as a conventional food plotter, hey, I'm going to do something in the spring also. Just like old Todd over there at Penner's Creek, he's got forward soybeans, but I ain't buying no $18,000 drill. Okay, don't do it. Next spring, you say, I'm gonna have to plant some soybeans. Well, you dang right, is this freaking tall? Trust me, that's why I disc mine twice this year. So you gotta bush hog it, and then it is so freaking thick on the ground, and then you gotta disc it and till it, etc. And then you're going to broadcast soybeans on it. They're supposed to be planted 1.5 inches, I think it is, 1.5 inches. And then hopefully maybe you got a cultipacker to at least get them in some soil contact. But once again, you bush hog, you disc, and probably disc again, and tilled and spread and fertilizer. But don't use nitrogen in the summer because this produces its own. Once again, 5 or 6 processes to get where I'm at. I went over it 2 times. You know, I don't count day 1 because I did 7 too. But from here on out, hopefully, crossing my fingers, no additional fertilizer, no Roundup. 1 time in the spring, 1 time in the fall. I'm in, I'm out. Sure, I'd spend $18,000 to do it, but time is money. All right, so in the end, my opinion, love to say opinion on all my videos, same on my HunterWorks videos, is no-till with a drill beats the other 2 methods for the reasons I said, but mostly for me, time. And so time, it beats traditional. Let's end it this way. It beats traditional with time and quality of the soil, all right, that and lack of fertilizer and herbicide. So it beats it that way. Over regular no-till, if you can get it to work, I think it still beats you on time because you probably out there doing several passes, doing different things. And I watched some, you know, with 4-wheelers and this, that, and the other, beating that ryegrass down, but you need to crimp it to kill it, because crimping it actually kills the rye stalk, whatever you want to call it. All right, so once again, no-till versus no-till with a drill, just no comparison. However, you're saving a ton of money that way and just a little more time than traditional. No-till wins on time, soil quality, and the ability to customize planting. If you want a row of clover and 6 rows of rye in the fall. All right, hopefully this makes sense to you. And I know what everybody say, well, of course you'd think that because you're the idiot that paid $18,000 for this. I hope I'm the idiot that in 2 or 3 years can come back and go, I would spend the money twice because I love it so much. But all right, so that's Pender's Creek planting methods for our food plots starting fall of 21. We appreciate you watching these videos. Make sure again you subscribe, hit these like buttons, share them with your friends. I know if any of my friends, local friends, are watching, they go, what a crazy man spending all that money on some deer plots. Well, me and Hunter have a plan over here at Pender's Creek. 300 acres. Takes more than a hand seeder to get it done. Thank y'all so much.